reeling, aren't they? That's what the papers seem to be saying.
Hi to you, Stuart. And that two-round municipal election vote this Sunday and the Sunday before has resulted in a rout, hasn't it, for the ruling socialists? We've got them in trouble, really, a historic defeat. I started out looking at the countries neighbouring France. First of all, Germany, Der Spiegel. It's headlining that this is a disaster for President Hollande. Personally, it says the first round 8 days ago was bad. The one on Sunday was catastrophic, Stuart. It says Q, a radical shake-up, or we're about to see perhaps a reshuffle. This is all about Hollande's political survival, that paper is saying. I look too at the press in Spain. El País has got another strong headline saying historic defeat for the socialists. And what does it choose as its photo of choice there? Not Hollande, but in fact Steve Briouat in Hénin-Beaumont. Remember, 8 days ago he became the first FN mayor in this 2014 municipal election, and they're his team, so sort of conveying an image of this new France, if you like. So you make of it what you will.
Sure. And Marine Le Pen savouring victory is the angle that the UK's independent newspapers pulled out.
Well, the UK paper, The Independent, has got a similar kind of angle to that, as you're saying there, where with Marine Le Pen, the leader of the far-right National Front, kissing Steve Briouat, who is that mayor in Hénin-Beaumont. And the paper there outlining in its headline, far-right on the move in France, not just in the east of the country, in the sort of poorer parts of France, but also down in the south as well. Major victories, left-wing voters deserting François Hollande's ruling socialists in droves, basically.
Much analysis in the press, is there?
There isn't that much analysis in terms of coverage overall of the municipal vote this time. There's a lot 7-8 days ago and over the last few days. The Gulf News has got this opinion piece, which is saying that Hollande is unfazed by the socialist debacle. Remember, one of the comments about Hollande is that he's not reactive. He doesn't take decisions and move fast enough for lots of people. The quote there from the Gulf News is that he has a last chance now to avoid being shown the door in terms of his political career, if he just really takes on board that the French are looking for concrete positive changes in their daily lives, and he should perhaps take that route. The FT has got a piece saying that this is, yes, it's a humiliation for Hollande, but it's also an opportunity for him, Stuart. He's got to take this on board and use it as a spur to modernise, and that basically means shifting from these kind of statist economic policies, you know, the government intervening so much, and instead go to a kind of Blairite agenda. Gerhard Schröder, Tony Blair, 20 years ago, adopted social liberal reforms, and that is what is needed. That's what the FT is saying.
Yeah, you say that he needs to modernise according to the paper there. You've been modernising as well, haven't you, Nick? You've been looking at some tweets.
Yes, there's a tweet saying that this is to do with the whole question of the reshuffle, which is perhaps on the cards. Angus MacKinnon is an AFP journalist. AFP being the French news agency there, you can see on this reshuffle, like all middle-aged philanderers, Hollande is going to back his missus. Remember, Ségolène Royal, she was the candidate, wasn't she, against Sarkozy several years ago. She is now emerging out of the woodwork. She's not quite his missus. She's the mother of his 4 children, and they were a power couple for decades, weren't they? Now, the rumour is that she could be on the way back. Le Huffington Post is reporting on this with a picture showing her with her handheld device saying, son, may my mobile phone ring, because she needs that phone call to see whether she's going to be called back to high office. So there are lots of rumours swirling about who could be taking political roles, possibly as early as today. So there you can see a closer look at Ségolène and that phone. Will it ring for her as changes are rung in France politically?
Exactly. Well, if it does, we will, of course, bring you that news as soon as we get it here on France 24. We'll no doubt be following that during the day. Thanks a lot, Nick, and also to Stephen on business. They'll be back a little bit later on in the programme. Coming up then, after the break, we're going to be talking, in fact, to a candidate from the UMP and from the Socialists as well. We'll be hearing from them very shortly. Also, we're going to be reporting on the French citizens who've been to Syria and fought their own holy war. Now they are proving a real concern for the French authorities as they return back home. That's in the next half hour.